Welcome everyone to our business meeting for August 17th, 2021. The time is 2:01 p.m. Attending in person are Commissioners Brooks and Duncan, and Commissioner Filios is on vacation this week. JP, would you do the pledge?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we are ready for the consent calendar.
I'll move that we approve the items on the consent calendar.
Second.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan.
Aye. All right, and the payables list.
Let me get there.
Okay.
I move that we approve the payables in the amount of $662,996.01 with jury panel payments of $1,305.40.
Second.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan.
Aye. Are there any changes to the agenda? None. All right, go on to our first action item, which is janitorial services agreement with Tesh and Solid Waste. JP?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you for having me. JP, or John Phillips, for the record. The Solid Waste Department for many years has hired a private company to perform most of the deep cleaning or extensive cleaning after hours at our facilities, including the landfill and both transfer stations as well as the scale houses. Recently, the department solicited pricing from this current company that we use. They came in at $2,428 per month, and this company, Tesh, has done a good job for us in the past. If approved, this would basically be an extension to the existing contract. This is a one-year agreement with either party having the right to alter or terminate via 30-day notice to this agreement. This agreement has also been reviewed by Jamila Holmes and approved. The term for this agreement is October 1st through September 30th, so from 2021 through 2022. The service was budgeted for, and the department does have the funds to cover any costs related to this service. So the Solid Waste Department, in summary, requests that the BOCC approve and sign this one-year agreement with Tesh for janitorial services at the solid waste facilities.
All right, any questions? Nope. Motion?
I move that we approve the janitorial services agreement with Tesh and Solid Waste.
Second.
For another year.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan.
Aye. All right, our second item, service agreement, Emergency Call Works and Motorola Solutions. And this will be Colin. For next year. This year? Oh, for 21. Okay, so FY22 was a proper amount budgeted for FY22 going forward. Oh. Okay.
And what is the total amount? I move that we approve the service agreement, emergency call work with Motorola Solutions and KCSO 911, the
Second.
amount of $92,911.98.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right. Item 3, public defender conflict contract with Cheesebro. Leanna?
Yes, Leanna Kaiser for the record. Today we have a new public defender conflict contract, Lisa Chisbro. She is approved for all cases, all case types, A, B, and C. This contract would be effective today through the end of the fiscal year, September 30th. And then with the remaining conflict attorneys, we would renew her contract for next fiscal year. So this one is essentially just for a month and a half. So just seeking approval for that, and then we will renew her again, like I said, at the end of September.
Does this change our total number of conflict attorneys?
Yes, we currently have 15. This will be number 16.
Okay. Great. Questions?
I move that we approve the public defender conflict attorney contract with Chesborough and the Board of Commissioners.
And I'll second that.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right. Item 4, this is the agreement for the court-appointed special advocates CASA legal services with Schwartz Law Office, PC. And this is Leanna again.
Leanna Kaiser for the record. Idaho Code requires Kootenai County to provide legal representation to child protection cases. That is our CASA attorney, court-appointed special advocates attorney. Our current attorney, Alicia Moss, is not renewing her contract at the end of the year, so this is a replacement for her. We advertised a request for qualifications in July. We received 3 responses, interviewed 2, and the selection was made to bring on Schwartz Law Office. So this would be effective October 1st and run through September 30th of next year. The contracted rate is $100,000, and it is budgeted, same amount as we had the previous year.
Okay. Questions?
I move that we approve the agreement for court-ordered special advocates legal services with Schwartz Law Office, PC, and the Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right. Item number 5. And this is an independent contractor agreement. It's the CASA transition agreement. So my understanding is Attorney Moss will bring the new people on board and have a little bit
Yes.
of overlap there.
She will be training for 3 weeks, no more than 24 hours of training time. We budgeted for this, and this is the first time we've done this, but this will help the new attorney and their staff transition into this position, and Alicia Moss has agreed to go ahead and do that transition time for us.
Okay.
I move that we approve the independent contractor agreement for CASA transition agreement and Moss in the Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. Okay. Item number 6. Approve use of district court funds to replace some flooring in the courthouse. And Greg?
It's actually in the Justice County.
Oh, okay. Does that matter? Okay. Thank you.
So I'm just asking for some numbers to finish the board in Justice County. One little stretch of carpet that's going.
Okay. Questions?
I move that we approve the use of district court funds to replace flooring in the courthouse building and grounds with building and grounds.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right, item number 7, approve order for absentee ballot envelopes. This is a blank ballot order as well with K&H Election Services. Asa?
Hello. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Asa Gray for the record. Yes, so K&H Election Services is who we contract with to do our absentee ballot mailing and also to do the printing of all of our ballots for both absentee and election day, and then we use the blank ballot stock on this order for early voting. So we have this year we've got quite a bit of leftover room in our B budget. We are about $80,000 under right now. And the majority of that is in our election supplies line item. So we're wanting to go ahead and order envelopes and blank ballot stock that should cover us through the November 2022 midterm election while we have the funding now rather than trying to do that next fiscal year.
Okay. Good. And then supply chain issues will hopefully be avoided.
Exactly.
I remember, wasn't that a problem last November? You guys were concerned
Everything was a problem last year, knowing we could get it in time, but very
Yes.
fortunate we were able to get things in time. So.
Where is K&H located?
They are over in Western Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the exact city?
Have we used them before?
Yes,
Yeah, we
we
use
used them
them
for
for
our
the-
absentee
Okay.
last year.
Yeah.
Worked out very well.
I move that we approve the order with for absentee ballot envelope and blank ballot order with K&H Election Services.
I'll second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right, item number 8. Resolution 2021-77. This is a bill of sale for K9 Bailey to Deputy Dooley with KCSO, and that will be Captain Miller.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Miller for the record. Recently retired pursuant to executive statute, usually offered to last handle the dog for a whopping price of $1.
For the what?
Whopping price of $1.
Dollar.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, isn't it true that, like, the county supplies food and medical and all that stuff for the canine, and then now it's kind of Deputy Dooley's
Yes.
responsibility?
Yeah, so the Kootenai training funding for the dog food comes out of the
Mhm.
and so now the dog retired goes to Deputy Dooley, and then he gets that bill's dog food.
How long was Bailey in service here?
About 5 years, but we kind of ran into a problem this year, so we that we get knowledge become a very effective knowledge, so we didn't want to risk that.
I move that we approve resolution 2021-77, bill of sale for K9 Bailey to Deputy Dooley, KCSO.
I'll second that.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. All right, now we are to Resolution 2021-78, which is classify records for elections. Asa again?
Yes, and I believe it also goes with the next item on here, 2021-79, which is the destruction of the records as well.
Sure.
So we have our normal retention under Idaho statute of records that we have to hold, some for more than 60 days after the canvass, some for a year, 2 years, and 5 years. So I believe you were provided with a retention schedule that shows all of the items that we are asking to classify and destroy here. So it's all just per Idaho statute.
Okay. Any questions?
I move that we approve resolutions 2021-78 and 79 for the, excuse me, classification and destruction of records in elections.
I'll second that.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan,
Aye. Okay, item number 11. This is a change order for the amplifier replacement acquisition with Avidex for 1A and 1B. Ms. Jones?
Commissioners, Nancy Jones for the record. As we have moved toward the completion of our AV upgrade in these rooms, we discovered that the existing speaker amplifier has apparently exceeded its lifespan. We actually are suspecting at this point that partially what we thought were microphone issues were actually a combination of bad microphones and a bad amplifier. So right now, the current amplifier is working intermittently in 1B and not at all in room 1A. It was originally purchased in 2006. It was rebuilt about 2.5 years ago, which is far exceeding the lifespan that would be expected. The suggested replacement is a crown unit that was described to me as the most apples to apples replacement you can get. Cost is $1,352 and $972 in labor. I did ask Avadex what the anticipated time frame would be, and they're unsure. They're checking on that right now because obviously getting supplies is difficult, but they will get that here and installed as soon as possible if approved.
Will you keep us updated on that?
Absolutely. We will be waiting with bated breath. This should be the last
Bated
portion.
breath that nobody can hear.
This should be the last portion, and they were able to do this as a change order since we had not closed out the rest of the AV.
I move that we approve change order for the amplifier replacement and acquisition with Avadex with the Board of Commissioners.
And I'll second that.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Chair Pro Tem Duncan.
Aye. All right, and item number 12 is our status pending items, status update pending items. And we'll go ahead on to that.
I don't have any new information unless you do.
Okay, so facilities expansion, there's nothing new there. In the airport pack lease, you said nothing there. Financial snapshot will be next month, the first time we meet next month. And impact fee analysis, you said no update. And fair booth volunteers, Nancy said signups are going well. And I just checked. Okay. Sure. Okay, 15 open spots. All right, that takes care of that. And item number 13, North Garden Lot fence discussion. On, let's see, when was this? June 14th, in status update, we had a discussion about putting a fence bordering the garden parking lot to the north. And we had our surveyor go out and survey, put stakes there. And then we also discussed about how our property line goes through the neighbors' not only shop and backyard and fence, but their house as well. So I had Mr. Jones draw up an encroachment detail. So we now know that about 2,100 square feet is what's in question. And so I figured we could approach the owner with an opportunity to purchase this. And so it's just an ongoing discussion that we can have. And then also we got a quote for the fence in the amount of, let's see, around $5,300 depending on which options we go with. So did you want to hear from Greg about the fence at all?
Anything exciting to tell us?
You'll have to come to a microphone, Greg. Sorry.
You can just go like this.
Yeah, it's just a matter of if we want to pursue with putting a fence there. There's still a few trees which should come down if we're going to do that. I talked to one of the president of the title commissions. He was okay with the fence. I got a response. Okay with the fence.
What is the benefit of having a fence?
It just go from parking lot walking through the our business zone. And then I can push snow in that.
Okay. But if I understand that they were willing to pay for a gate, so on the weekends and nights they could use it.
Yes. So we just have to decide if we want to do that. I just think it'll cost me different costs. Make sure he's still willing to do that.
Okay. And what type of fence were you looking at?
I was just a black chain link. Either 4 or 5 cents.
Okay. All right. Since Chairman isn't here, then I think that we can probably put this on for next week and make a final decision. And then maybe by then we'll know if the homeowner's interested in purchasing. I think he is, from what I understand from Mr. Jones' conversation with him, but we'll have to figure out a price tag. And at this point, if it's 2,100 square feet, we can't open it up for auction. I mean, is that kind of a lot line adjustment? Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. So this belongs to the county, and then this is the fenced area of the homeowner.
I don't understand your question.
So we would like to sell county property to these people because it's inside their fence and it incorporates their house.
Let me get back to you.
Yep, we can do that. Okay. So I will check with legal and we will have an answer on that part. And then our last item is the Office of Emergency Management roof repair discussion. I think we have a quote and we have funding now.
Yeah, and we're waiting for 2 months votes on this.
Okay.
I think we can beat these by a bit.
Okay. Good deal. So the only discussion item is just letting everybody know that there's a funding source. We're getting our quotes and we'll put it on the business meeting when we're ready to start that project. Okay. Any public comment?
Just a little extra on that.
Okay.
For the OEM roof. If there's a time delay and they're not able to finish the roof by the end of this year when the CARES period runs out, Tiffany just wanted to make sure that when that CARES funding rolls into fund balance, if they have to pay beyond that date, that they still had access to those funds to finish the project.
We can deal with that when we bring it in the business meeting and that, because I don't have a action item today.
Okay,
So
right, thanks.
yeah. Now public comment? Anybody on the line, Nancy? Nobody. All right. Let's see. It is 2:22 and this meeting's adjourned.